guys, this is Rosa Kelly, and I was getting ready to do some cards, and then I decided to record the process of me doing this, kind of like a little tutorial. And these are going to be very simple and fast, but at the same time they're going to be different, not your typical, you know, one full card. I'm going to try to make something pretty. These cards are going to be for my friend Jennifer. She's having a challenge and you need to submit 3 cards. So I want to make her something different and fun. So the first card that I'm going to make is just going to be a gatefold card. And for that I have a piece of 10 by 5. And I'm going to score at 2.5. And I'm going to turn this around and score at 2.5. And I am using 110-pound cardstock. And then all I'm gonna do is fold one piece and fold the other piece. So this is gonna be my gatefold card. Super simple, but we're going to add a little twist to this little card. And of course we're gonna decorate it and do all that fun stuff. But I'm gonna grab another piece and I'm gonna cut this piece at 5. Okay, and I'm gonna score these right here at 5 and at 10. Okay, and I'm gonna fold this up and this little piece down. So what I'm gonna do is add this right here. So when I open my gatefold, actually, you know what? Let's trim this on the side a little bit. Long ways here. Let me move that. And I'm gonna trim. I know I say 5, but let's trim. Let's just get like a 1/8. Just little tiny out, so we don't have any problems closing our gatefold. So okay, so now we go back to this again, and all we're gonna do is place this here. So I'm just gonna grab my glue and add it on this little tab. Oop, too much glue. Oh my goodness. Okay, and let me just take the excess of this glue out. I always keep a little towel here to clean my fingers. Okay, so and then we're just gonna add this right here. See? So now we have a gatefold card that's also come out, you know, to give it a little bit of interest. So if you want to do like a card for a friend that says happy birthday, then when you open it you can add some fun pictures with you and your friend or something like that. Just make it special. So now after I add the paper here, I'm gonna add a closure, but I'm gonna leave that to the end. I'm gonna do the base of the cards and then I'm gonna do the decorating at the end. I'm gonna do my second card. Here I'm gonna cut another piece of 5 by 10 and another piece of 5 by 5. Okay, so right now we are just making an easel card, and again I will do the decorating at the end. To me it's just easier to get the base of my cards. So this was supposed to be 5 by 10 and I did not cut it by 10. Okay, so my 5 by 10 card, I'm gonna score a 2.5. Oh, sorry about that noise. and add 5. Okay, and then these I'm gonna fold. Actually, I'm gonna fold it like this, and then I'm gonna add glue to one. So then we add the glue, and then the 5x5 piece, you're just gonna put it like this. See, right here. So then the way this works is when you fold your cards, actually upside down, sorry, it will go like this. Okay, so that makes the easel card. Okay, so that's the base. For my next card, I'm gonna start with a piece of 12x12, and I'm gonna cut these at 6 inches, which is half. Okay, and then this piece, this is gonna be a trifold card. So I'm gonna score this at 2 and at 4. Okay, and then I'm gonna turn it around, and I'm also gonna score at 2 and 4 on the other side. And then I'm gonna turn this way, and I'm going to score at 1.5. Okay, and then I'm gonna turn it to the other side and also score at 1.5. Okay, so you have 2 and 2. You're gonna turn it around again. You score at 2 and 4, actually 2 and 4, and then you're gonna put it long ways and score at 1.5, and then you move it to the other side and then again score at 1.5. So you're gonna have a piece like this. And then we're gonna grab the paper cutter, and you are gonna cut these. Let me move that. You are gonna cut this piece from here all the way down to here. So basically you're gonna cut from this line down to the neck, to the last line, and the same on this other side. And I'll show you. Let me move my other cards. So you just place it along the line. Okay, so you're gonna cut from 2 to 10, like that. Okay, and then you go to the other side, and again you're gonna cut from 2 to 10. Okay, so you're gonna have this little piece like this, and then all you're gonna do is fold it. So the way you fold it is kind of funny. Okay, so let's fold the first one and this one, and then I'm gonna fold this middle one in like this, and here. Okay, so I have those two figured out. And then you're gonna do the same here but opposite. So if this one was in like this one is gonna be out like this. Okay, and same thing here. This one's in, so this one's gonna go in first. I mean, when you fold it, it will come to you as you fold it. Sorry, my dog likes to do that. Okay, so then you are gonna have a piece like this. Isn't this cute? And we are going to decorate this card. And I like this card because, or this cardstock, because it's double-sided. So when you do these cards, you kind of want to use a double-sided paper. I mean, you're gonna cover it anyway, but you want the back to look pretty as well. All right, so now that we have our 3 cards, let's decorate. so I am going to use this Boho Bohemian paper pad from Michael's. I picked it up at Michael's, and I am really feeling the colors, the gold accents. It's very not shabby, it's just fun boho style. So let's see what we come up with. Like I said, to me decorating the card is the part where I struggle. Okay, so for my first card here, oh, I'm also gonna use a couple of punches. One of these, I'm not sure which one yet, that's why I got both out. But so the first thing I'm going to do is just cover the outside of my card. And like I say, oh, so this paper pad has this cute little, sorry, okay, so it has these little notes saying that I think are really good to put on the, like on the front of your card as the theme of your card. So for example, this one says, if you believe you can, you will. And I really like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this out, and maybe that's gonna be the front of my card. Okay. Oh, where did it go? So I think I'm gonna use this one, and then I'm going to pick a paper. I'm gonna use that one. Like I said, I struggle picking my papers, but maybe I'm gonna use this one. Okay, so something in here. So remember, our card is 5 by 5, so this is gonna be 5 and this is 2.5. So I'm gonna cut this first of all at 5, and then on the side just a little bit less than 2.5. So I'm gonna cut it at 2 3/8, and the other one also are 2 3/8. Okay, so I have my little papers here. Oh, actually I cut this at 5, but I should have cut these. I'm gonna take an 8 out, so I don't know what that is, like 4 15/8. I don't know. Okay, so I just took a little bit out, and then I'm just going to give it a rough edge, you know, not make it so flat. And I will do the same in here. Whoops, that's okay. Okay, so then I'm just gonna go ahead and glue my pieces down. So I'm gluing one. Okay, and then I'm gonna glue the next one. However, to keep your gatefold card closed, you can either use a magnet or you can either use Velcro to keep your card closed. So this time I'm going to actually use a magnet. So I'm gonna grab 2 little magnets, and I'm gonna grab my double-sided tape. Okay, so I'm just gonna keep that on the side, and then I'm gonna punch out this square. Wait, it goes this way, and that's gonna be here on the center, what is gonna keep my card closed. So I'm just gonna glue one side right there. Okay, Make sure it's center. And then I'm gonna put this little piece right here, and then I'm going to throw this one there and cut another piece of tape, and with the sticky side up I'm going to put my magnet back there again, and then I'm just gonna close it. Okay, and then when you open it, now you can take this tape off and add the other side. Okay, there you go. So then this is gonna close like that. Now my little note, I want to put it in the middle. There you go. Oops. Okay, now we got it. And now I'm gonna cut another piece. And this piece is gonna go back here. But first I'm gonna cover this paper, and I'm gonna cover this one too. Alright, so I cover my paper, and then all I'm gonna do is take off my sticky tape from my magnet and add my other little piece on this side to cover my magnet. Just like that. So here we go. Oh, did I move this? Okay. So next all I'm gonna do is cover this, and the inside pieces are gonna be 4 3/4 by 4 1/2. And the last piece here is gonna be 4 3/4 by 4 3/4. So that's, let me start in here. Let me cut this little piece, and then 4 3/4 by 4 3/4, and that will fit right here. So here we go. So we have our little gatefold card, and now I'm gonna embellish the front a little bit. I'm gonna use this little feather punch, and I'm going to make some feathers because I think this collection or this paper calls for, you know, very bohemian feathers and things like that. So I'm just gonna use my scrap pieces of papers and make a few feathers. So I have my feathers, and then I found this cute little purple flower on my stash, and then I also have these other cute purple flowers, and I think I'm gonna use some of these. I think I'm just gonna layer, make a cluster of flowers. I really want that big one here, and then use my feathers somewhere around here somewhere. So I'm just gonna start gluing my little flowers. And you know, when you create something, I know I'm definitely I'm not the best at this, but I just have fun. You know, it's all about having fun, creating something different, and, you know, making something special for someone special. Like I said, I was making these cards for my friend Jennifer, and, you know, I always appreciate when people take the time to create something and participate on my challenges. You know, I just do it for fun, you know, to make my channel interactive and, you know, Plus my girls love opening the packages. But I always appreciate when you participate and take your time. So I just want to make something beautiful for you. And I wish I can participate in all the challenges I see. I try, believe me, but sometimes it's not easy with the busy life we all have, you know? We have kids, they have things to do. Sometimes I feel like I'm just driving them around most of my day. So I think I'm done with this card. I really like how it came out. It says, if you believe you can, you will. And let's move on to our easel card. So the easel card stands up like this, but you do need to add here something to stop it from falling. So the first thing I'm gonna do is do the bottom, and I'm gonna try to reuse some of my scraps. So you gotta cut a piece. Oh, I'm ruining my card. Okay, let me move this out of the way, all the way over here. I almost ruined the card I just made. Okay, so let me move that to the side. So I'm gonna cut this. Remember, this is a 5 by 5 as well. So I'm cutting this at 4 3/4 by 3. Okay, and this piece, it's gonna go right here on the bottom. These cards are gonna be more in the simple side. I see beautiful, beautiful easel cards, any kind of card out there, but I struggle decorating my cards. But I do want to make it beautiful and maybe more simple. Okay, so I'm gonna leave that there for now, and I'm going to start embellishing the front of my card. So I really like this one, so I'm gonna use this one, and I'm gonna cut these at 4 3/4. I really like this dark pink purple here, so I'm gonna use that side. So 4 3/4 by 4 3/4. Okay, so I'm going to distress my edge as I did before. Don't worry if you break it. You know, every time I'm crafting with my cousin and we make mistakes like that, I say, it's okay, we can fix it. We don't need to get rid of it. So she always makes fun of me for that, but it's funny. I like crafting with my cousin, you know, it's funner. So I'm just gonna layer. I'm gonna layer different pieces. So I'm gonna start with this one. And let me find another one here. And I really like this one. And you know what? I just realized I'm really going for the purple today. It's okay. So I'm gonna cut this piece at 3. Oh, I actually really like this one. I have more. It's okay. So I'm gonna cut this piece at 3 by, I'm gonna say 4 1/2. And I'm going to also distress it a little bit. Oh, this paper is not working with me. Okay, so it's a little bit distressed here. And I'm gonna layer this one right here. But you know what? I think I want to add a little bit of lace. So I'm gonna use these. maybe I'll use this behind that. Yeah, I think I like that. And then I'm gonna add this piece. Just right here to the side. And then I have this other little piece from my scraps, so I distressed that just right now. And I'm gonna layer that one too. And I'm gonna use something from here. I think I like this Hello Beautiful. That way, you know, it's a little bit more universal, and she can use these cards and send it to anyone. I think I like how this is coming out, so I'm just going to go ahead and glue it. It says Hello Beautiful, and of course she's beautiful. So here we go. I like it. Now we need flowers, of course. So I found these ones. These are gold flowers. And so I think these are going to be cute in there if I mix them with my purple ones that I already have here. So I'm just going to I'll do like a bunch of different little flowers and make a little cluster of flowers here on this corner. Whoops. So that one and this one. I like these little flowers because they really, you know, make the whole thing feel more full. Like if it has a lot of flowers. So I like these little ones and big ones. Look at this little tiny little flower, so cute. Where do I want to put this one? Right there, and maybe one more. I think I want one more. Hello Beautiful. Yeah, I like it. It's simple, but it's pretty. So now I'm going to add a little bit of these flatback pearls, and I'm gonna glue these right here. So I need this glue now. Okay. So then when we open it, that will be the stopper. Oh, I don't think this is straight. Okay. See? That easy. Beautiful easel card, and I really hope she likes it. Now I'm gonna let this dry, and I'm not gonna write a sentiment, but I do want to put a little area for her to write a sentiment. So I just cut this little piece using my paper punch, And then I'm just going to add this right here. And I also like to embellish this side. Okay, I hope she likes purple because I'm using a lot of purple here. Okay, let's move on to our next card. Okay, so now I'm going to decorate this trifold card, and I'm also going to add a magnet to keep it closed. Okay, so I went ahead and cut a piece of 4x6, and I'm gonna use this as the base for this card. So what I'm going to do is turn it on the back and add a little magnet right on this side. And this is actually optional, you don't have to do that. I just wanna make sure my card closes flat. So again, so if you open it like this, I'm adding the magnet behind this part. Okay, and then I'm going to glue it. Oh, sorry. I'm going to glue this whole thing and this piece on my base 4x6. Okay, so I'm just doing this. Okay, and this as well. So that will close like this. And now I will add another magnet on this side to make sure it closes. So again, another piece of double-sided tape, and then I'm just gonna cover each one of these squares. So I'm gonna use a long piece here, and remember this is 6x2. So I'm gonna cut this piece at 5 3/4 by 1 3/4. Okay, so that it's going to go right here. I actually never have made a trifold as a card. I've always done it for mini albums, so they always keep closed because it's in between the pages. But I think it's meant to be a card, so I'm just gonna do it as a card. Oh, this guy's stuck. Ah, this wasn't supposed to be glued. Okay, so then this is gonna open like this, and I'm gonna add another one here. I'm just gonna cover each little square. I'm gonna leave some gold because I really like this paper. I don't want to cover all. Like this one and this one I will leave, but I will cover this, and I will cover these here. So these cards that I'm making are actually really good for adding a embellishment to your mini albums. Like you can add these trifold cards or the gatefold card as any insert or as part of a page, you know. So I'm just gonna cover my little squares, and I'm gonna be right back. Alright, so I finished covering my paper. I actually decided to cover this here as well. I think I'm going to use this Be Free. I'm gonna put this right there. Wow, that looks like it's light up on the video. So I'm going to put this Be Free right there, and then I'm going to embellish. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm gonna cut these little things and incorporate them in here. I think that'll be fun. So you have like more messages, like secret messages inside your card, I'm gonna add this little note or place to write a note over here. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so now the front. I think I want to add this lace back here. I think that looks nice. Maybe cut this. Oh, my dog wants something. Okay. So I'm gonna fold these and I'm going to add it on this side. So I just added some glue and I'm going to place my lace right there. So when I close this, it looks pretty. Now I'm gonna let this dry for a minute. For the front of my card here, I have this little piece, and this is from a envelope set, carton envelope. So I just cut one of these ones out because I really like this image of these, what do you call this? Like a dream catcher, yes. So I'm gonna put this one right in the middle here. So I'm gonna glue half, or like just the edge right here, just a little bit, and place it on the center. Okay, so and then this, so what I decided to do was, I have a little piece, hold on, let me make sure this is straight. Okay, so I know I put the Be Free here, but I think I kind of want to put it up there. So I have this little piece from my scraps that I'm going to distress. I'm going to put it right here. And I have another little thing that says Be Free. And I think I want to put that one. I'm going to make this a little bit shorter. Okay. Just because I feel like my center is kind of plain. Plus I want to cover some of the gold. And I will put this little Be Free right here. Okay, don't worry, I'm gonna cover these ones with some flowers. So let me open these and add my flowers in here. I don't think I can take these out. Let's see. Okay, that's fine. You know, sometimes you change your mind, and that's okay. I know I change my mind quite a lot sometimes. So let me make sure this is gonna close. And I might do one more little flower right here. I'm gonna move this around. And then I'll do this little one right behind, right there. So I'm just gonna let this dry, and I think this card is done. So I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial. These cards were really fun to make, and as you saw, they don't really take a lot of time, you know, and you just play around. Pick a thing, pick a little paper pad, and then just go with the flow. You don't have to overthink things so much, and I think everybody who wouldn't, I should say, love to receive a handmade card. You know, it just adds that extra special touch. So thank you so much for watching, and I appreciate your comments, and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so yet, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.